welcome back to my channel. Today is the very last day of Bookmas, and I thought what better way to end this series than my anticipated reads for 2024. There's actually a ton of really exciting new releases for the next year, and I have a couple from like my auto-buy authors that I've been really looking forward to, a couple that I jotted down because they sound interesting, but these are just what's on my personal radar and what I will definitely be picking up. But if I definitely missed things. So if you guys have any that you are looking forward to coming out, let me know in the comments down below. I'm always looking for new books to read and check out, so I would love to hear it. Today's video is going to be very chill. We're just going to sit down, chit chat. I'm going to go over all of the books that I'm looking forward to and their synopsis, and that's pretty much it. Chill vibes for the 12th day. So I'm just going to jump right in because I have quite a few to get through, and I'm going to start off with Lynn Painter, who is an auto-buy author for me, and she actually has 2 new releases coming out next year. So let's start with Happily Never After. This cover is so cute, and this one sounds like a lot of fun. The main character of this book gets cheated on by her fiance and wants to break off the wedding, but she doesn't want to do it herself because her future father-in-law is actually her father's boss. So it's a little messy. So she hires someone called the Objector, which basically objects at your wedding and breaks it off for you. And the main character, Sophie, is like, you are a hero and I want in on this. So she joins him, but she might be falling for her partner in crime. So this sounds like a very fun, kind of different little rom-com, but honestly, whatever Lynn Painter puts out, I am here to read it. I love her. I think that she is a genius, and one that I am really looking forward to is the sequel of Better Than the Movies. This one is nothing like the movies, and I have been waiting for this. So in this book, we actually have Wes's point of view, which I'm so looking forward to. The only real description we have so far is on Goodreads, and it's dual point of view, dual pining, college summer break, Wes Bennett is the mastermind, and sometimes life goes off the rails and is nothing like the movies. So honestly, just wake me up whenever this one releases because I can't wait. Then we have Funny Story by Emily Henry, and I am, of course, an Emily Henry stan. This one is another one where the main character is breaking up with their fiance, or the fiance is breaking up with her. He's always telling this funny story of how the two met up until he realizes that he's actually in love with someone else. So the main character, newly broken up with and friendless, has to move in with the ex of the person that her fiance left her for. Newly roommates, they decide to just maybe post some misleading Instagram photos of their summer, and if someone misconstrues those posts, then you know what, that's on them. Obviously, this is all for show. Nobody actually has feelings for each other until they do. I think this one's going to be great, not just because I am an Emily Henry fangirl, but it also just sounds great. It's kind of forced proximity. It sounds like a little bit of like fake dating, intentionally or not. Solid tropes. I'm ready for it. We also have a new one from Carly Fortune, and her covers are always just so gorgeous. This summer will be different. In this one, the main character Lucy ends up having a very electric evening, who she finds out later is her best friend's younger brother. They both vow to never speak of this night again and never ever let it happen again, but each year Lucy goes back to Prince Edward's Island, and she always vows that she won't end up in Felix's bed, but easier said than done. I'm excited for this one just because it's Carly Fortune. I don't normally love the best friends brothers sort of trope, but it does sound like it has potential, so I'm going to pick it up. Then we have a new release by Amy Leah, and this is part of the Influencer series. So in that series, there's X's and O's, which I read and I loved so much. There's also Set on You, which I haven't read yet. Basically, in each of these books, the main character is an influencer of some sort. X's and O's was a bookfluencer, and Set on You was fitness. This time around, we have a fashion influencer. In this book, the fashion influencer strikes up a deal with this grumpy fisherman. They agree to a fake engagement for 1 week in exchange for Evan, the fisherman's help on her Instagram content. Amid all of these campfire chats and long hikes, feelings start to kind of come to the surface. Is Mel willing to sacrifice her Instagram perfect life for a chance at true unfiltered love in the wild? I don't know. This is another one that I think could be hit or miss. I don't love books about influencers. It's kind of corny. But with X's and O's, I really enjoyed it. And I actually just read another one by Amy Leah, Woke Up Like This. It was a cute little YA. And her writing is just so cute. So I am going to pick it up, and I think that it will be good. Then we have If Only I Had Told Her by Laura Nolan. And this one is just going to break my heart into two. I've really been counting down the days for this one though. This is the sequel to If He Had Been With Me, which, ugh, my heart. But this is in Finn's point of view. So I think this one will be really interesting and just, you know, shatter me to pieces all over again. Next, we have Good Material by Dolly Alderton, and this cover is everything to me. I love Dolly Alderton, so this was an immediate pre-order for me. I think she has a great voice. She's super funny and very, like, a lot of her books I can just like kind of see myself in each of the characters. Even in her memoir, I was like, this is so me. The main character, Andy, is really down on his luck, living out of a suitcase at his friend's house, waiting for his career as a stand-up comedian to finally take off. He's just gone through a terrible breakup on top of everything. Throughout this book, he goes through a career catastrophe, a dwindling friend group, social media paranoia, Ophelia on that one, buddy, and a growing suspicion that at 35, where he is now, he should probably have things figured out. Like I said, Dolly Alderton is really great at writing stories where you can kind of see yourself in them, and I think that this one will be no different. I think that there are a lot of pieces to this story that I will probably find relatable, as well as many other readers. Heartache, losing friends, struggling to figure things out, and growing up. I think it'll be really good. We also have two upcoming releases by Ali Hazelwood, and I feel like she is just busting these books out non-stop. Every time I turn around, it's a new Ali Hazelwood release. It's wild. So starting with Bride, this one sounds really interesting and definitely different from her other books so far. This one is like a love story between a vampire and a werewolf, more like a paranormal romance, so completely different from what we're used to from her. And this one comes out earlier in the year, but I'm probably going to save this for October, Halloween. It just, you know, fits the vibes. The other book she's coming out with is more what we're used to by Ali Hazelwood. This is Not in Love, and this is about two rival engineers, I believe. Rue is a biotech engineer at Klein, and Eli wants Klein, the company, period. These two are torn between loyalty and undeniable attraction and throw caution in the lab, in the boardroom, and end up engaging in a super secret affair. The affair is no strings attached, and it has a built-in deadline the day one of their companies prevails. But the heart is a risky business, and one that plays for keeps. This one sounds like another banger. Ali Hazelwood knows what she is doing when it comes to romance, so I am really looking forward to this one. Next up, we have book 5 of the Magnolia Park series. This is Into the Dark by Jessa Hastings, and I just finished reading the entire Magnolia Park series. I did a whole video reading it for 24 hours, so I am ready. The last books ended on a absurd note, and I truly have no idea where things are going to go from there. This one's synopsis kind of has spoilers if you're not completely caught up on the series, so I won't get into all of that, but I know this one is also going to break my heart and like leave me reeling. I'm not ready, but I also need it immediately. We have another rom-com by Christina Lauren, and this cover is so cute. This is Tangled Up in You, and this is going to be a modern reimagining of Tangled. Tangled is one of my all-time favorite Disney movies and probably my favorite Disney princess. I'm a big Rapunzel girly. But I'm really looking forward to this one. I think that it is going to be good. I trust Christina Lauren. They're kind of writing geniuses. I always have fun reading their rom-coms. I don't think that this one will end up like Never by Jessa Hastings, but fingers crossed either way. Speaking of rom-coms, we actually have The Rom-Commers by Catherine Center, and I love Catherine Center. The main character of this book is Emma Wheeler, and she's a screenwriter that actually got the opportunity to rewrite a script by another screenwriter, Charlie Yates. And this is like her personal writing god. She's so excited to rewrite his love story, but can she rewrite her own? This one sounds cute. This next book is the only book on my list that I'm not actually familiar with the author. I just saw it while I was browsing and I was like, that sounds good. This is The Breakup Pact by Emma Lord. This one's about two best friends that haven't spoken in 10 years. They end up pretending to date one another after their breakups with their respective exes go viral, and I'm very curious to see what that means. This just sounds like a fun one. I always love fake dating, and the cover did just catch my attention, so I'm excited for this one. Moving on to some thrillers, some mysteries. I only have 4 here, and I don't know, because I have a couple thriller authors that I really love and I'm always grabbing their books. So I might be missing a couple, but I do just feel like I am a little bit more connected to romance writers, and I just like look forward to their books more. I don't know why. But among one of those is a new book by Hailie Sager, and I thought he was taking time off, so this is exciting. This is Middle of the Night. A man must contend with the long ago disappearance of his childhood friend. But like any good thriller book, there are dark secrets lurking behind the confines of this picture-perfect neighborhood. I have high hopes for this one. I don't know if Hailie Sager is an auto-buy author for me, but I do enjoy a lot of the books that I've read by him, so I'm definitely looking forward to this. We're also getting a new one by Stacey Willingham, and she has become an auto-buy for me. This one is Only If You're Lucky. This is her 3rd book. Lucy and Margot are friends from college. Lucy is more magnetic and bold, whereas Margot is a little bit more shy. So when Lucy singles her out at the end of the year and it's like, let's room together, she can't say no. This is where Margot finds herself living with 3 other girls, including Lucy, and starts to kind of like come out of her shell. But by the middle of their sophomore year, one of the frat guys is brutally murdered and Lucy is suddenly missing. So we have a very fun prospect for a psychological thriller. This one sounds right up my alley, and I just really enjoyed her last 2 books. They're ones where you like start and you can't stop. You need to finish the book in a day. I think that this will be the same, and I can't wait. Alex Michaelides is also releasing The Fury, and he wrote The Maidens and The Silent Patient, both super popular books on TikTok. I have not read The Maidens yet. I own it, haven't read it. This is a thriller about like a reclusive movie star and her famous friends who have a spontaneous trip to Greece. This sounds like it's going to be kind of like a locked door thriller because they end up on like a very private island in Greece. And the synopsis for this one isn't super descriptive, so I don't really know the ins and outs of what's going to happen in this book, but I know somebody winds up dead on this island, and that's enough for me. Sign me up. So we'll see how that goes. I have a feeling it's going to be another popular book. The very last book that I have for today's video is by Holly Jackson, the author of the Good Girls Guide for Murder series. She's coming out with the reappearance of Rachel Price. This one is like a true crime fueled thriller mystery where the main character is trying to uncover the shocking truth of her mother's disappearance. She's filming a documentary about the unsolved case, so I think that this one will be really good. I really liked the Good Girls Guide to Murder book. Haven't finished the rest of the series yet. I need to do so. But as soon as I saw this one, I was intrigued. So I'm going to pick this one up. But that is all I have for you guys. Like I said, I would love to hear what you guys are looking forward to in 2024. And remember to try and pre-order these books, specifically your local indie booksellers. Pre-orders in general are amazing for your favorite authors, but pre-ordering from like an indie bookstore is amazing for those local booksellers as well, and they'll make sure that they have those books stocked. It helps keep the bookseller in business, which is what we like to see. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed Bookmas. I'm gonna leave a playlist down below of all of the Bookmas videos that I have uploaded this season, and I just want to say thank you again for watching and supporting me during the holiday season. I love you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye.